Did you expect the Empire in a series titled Tales of the Empire? Or did Dave Filoni subvert your expectations faster than Rian Johnson? Welcome to Galactic Initiative. I'm your host, Jeff. Saturday, Star Wars reached a new low with Tales of the Empire. Lucasfilm and its life partner Disney continue to bankroll Dave Filoni's trivial pursuits. Case in point, did anyone except Filoni want more Morgan Elsbeth after the live-action Ahsoka series? Did anyone except Filoni want more Barriss Offee after Season 5 of The Clone Wars? Well, maybe a few wondered about Offee, but now they're disappointed. If, as you contemplated her fate, you guessed joined the Inquisitors, won a match in Thunderdome, turned from the dark side, became a monk, and sacrificed herself for evil Lyn, Wait, no one guessed those things because no one wanted those things. Villains make stories, as I've said countless times, but Disney Lucasfilm refuses to create them. Per social governance directives, both Elsbeth and Offee were portrayed as justifiably vengeful victims of systemic injustice, not villains. Oh, the predictability of Star Wars projects in the Disney era. With 99% accuracy, one can divine outcomes based solely on characters' physical traits. The message is hackneyed, and its foundation, intersectionality, is absurd. In Part 1, I believe the Night Sisters and the Mountain Clan would have benefited from a few Night Brothers and... Mountain Brothers? Just saying. The machinations of Palpatine and Dooku and the sadism of Grievous destroyed two sororities. Later, a panel of Imperial officers rejected Elsbeth's TIE Defender. Yes, Elsbeth, not Thrawn, designed the TIE Defender because women in STEM. On Corvus, ungrateful citizens questioned her despite her hard work on their behalf. So, she turned the planet into a forced labor camp. A tolerant, measured response. Remember Wing from The Mandalorian? A good guy, correct? Think again. He was an opportunist with political aspirations. He twice threatened Elsbeth, first following the failure of her TIE Defender pitch, and second when the New Republic tried to depose her as magistrate. His promotion to magistrate in Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian, depicted as a happy moment, was actually the fulfillment of a scheme. Expectations subverted. In Part 2, Offee's male companions, Amar and Dante, were foolish and disposable. The Jedi were discussed as colonizers and kidnappers. A popular recontextualization in the Kennedyverse nowadays. Forget the guardians of peace and justice. Embrace the perpetuators of privilege and oppression. Who needs 1,000 years of prosperity, inaugurated and safeguarded by altruistic superheroes? Let's allow the Sith to subjugate the galaxy and steal infants for nefarious cloning experiments. Yeah, much better. I can't wait for the Acolyte. Do edgy anti-colonialists assume Jedi and Sith are opposing sides of the same system? Perhaps the people writing this nonsense should study world history and Star Wars for a change. Fourth Sister, aka Evil Lyn, redeemed herself despite murdering a village of innocents and backstabbing a potential recruit. Wow, Anakin Skywalker would be proud. Speaking of, Darth Vader and the Grand Inquisitor couldn't sense Offee's inner conflict or foresee her turn to the light. The series' biggest problem was its antagonists. The Empire was mostly absent from Tales of the Empire. The old Kennedy bait-and-switch featured Darth Vader in the trailer. However, he appeared for only 1 minute and said nothing and did nothing. Expectations subverted. If you wish to learn about the spread of despotism across the galaxy and the characters who facilitated it, the show won't help you. Instead of Palpatine, Vader, Tarkin, Krennic, Miro, Partagaz, Yularen, Mahdi, Veers, Ozzel, Piet, Gideon, or any interesting baddies, the series followed two characters who, for all intents and purposes, weren't Imperials. 4 minutes of Thrawn felt like a consolation prize. In the Elsbeth arc, the Separatists, the people of Corvus, and the bureaucracy created conflicts. I can back the first, particularly with Grievous in action, but I can't endorse the other two. Identity politics and bureaucratic wrangling neither raise stakes nor answer questions. In the Offee arc, 2 Inquisitors and a hapless former Padawan were antagonists. Execution was apparently a no-no for Offee, a convicted mass murderer. don't think about the Clone Wars Season 5. It'll only confuse her motives in Tales of the Empire. Obi-Wan and Yoda were wrong. A start down the dark path didn't forever dominate one's destiny. Expectations subverted. In the Disney era, the naughty to nice list has expanded, as if a fall to the dark side was barely an inconvenience. I've said my piece. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment. Like to boost the video, subscribe to support the cause. Check out Galactic Initiative for all things Star Wars.
Galactic Initiative is not authorized or endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited. The name Star Wars and all related materials are registered trademarks of Lucasfilm Limited, a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, rights reserved. Galactic Initiative is a registered trademark, and other product and company names are trademarks of their respective holders. Use does not imply affiliation or endorsement.